Hello, everyone. It's good to be back in my hometown. To all of my peeps, I'm so excited. Woo! So excited. Well, when we talk about how to build powerful connections in business and in life, I want you to consider two important disciplines this morning. Number one, be introspective. And number two, be unselfish. And you'll know what I mean by the end of my talk when I talk about those two disciplines. I have the privilege of being an executive leadership coach for Duke University's Fuqua School of Business's Global Executive MBA program. There, I get to coach and teach CEOs and senior level executives leadership principles to help them actualize their leadership potential. And so I want to just show you, this is what I take my students through at Duke. We're not going to go through this whole model, but the premise is that when you master all 6 of these leadership domains, you then reach the pinnacle of your leadership capability. The first building block to this pyramid is the cornerstone, which is personal leadership. It's the very first block, and it's on the corner for a reason, because it's very important. Personal leadership is where introspection comes in. This is all about us. You don't necessarily have to have a leadership title or position behind your name to own this. We're all leaders because we're all influencers. So when we talk about personal leadership, we're talking about everyone in this room, every leader, becoming intimately acquainted with who you are, what you stand for, and what you're willing to live and die for. I mean, doing a deep dive and peeling back the layers beneath the core of who you are, what you want to represent. In essence, you're writing your legacy in advance. You're getting clarity around those things. Now, I'm not sure how many of us in here have really done the work to go deep down, to have a deep-rooted commitment and conviction of our beliefs. But if we're going to connect with other people, we have to know who we are so they'll know who we are. Now, it sounds simple, but it's actually quite challenging. When I work with people at NASA and all over the country, sometimes we take 3 months to 6 months just to unearth all of this, but it's extremely important. The next building block, we're only going to go through these 2 today, is relational leadership. It's the next building block. Once we have clarity on our personal leadership discipline, and by the way, the net result of becoming clear with your personal vision, your philosophy, your belief, your values, is authenticity and credibility. 2 very important factors of leadership and influence is having credibility and being authentic. So once we've mastered that, we can now move to the relational piece, which is what we're talking about today. And by the way, relational leadership is where the unselfishness comes in. Because this is all about others. This is about us reaching out as credible, authentic individuals and putting our perspective aside for a moment and reaching out to other people, making them feel like they're valued, they're significant. I see you, you matter. And I'm not going to be naive to think that that's easy to do, because the gravitational pull towards self is always there pulling at us. It's like, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? It's always self-preservation. So it's going to take some discipline and some intention on our part as leaders to get to this next level. So as we talk about how do we build powerful and meaningful relationships, we have to have discipline around our introspection to get down beneath the layers of who we are, as well as having the willingness and the unselfish nature to want to learn about other people, to understand what's important to them. I call this being a key connector. A key connector is a term that I've coined throughout the years as I've been working with leaders. And a key connector is someone that gives someone else a key that opens up their purpose, their passion, the potential for their life.